गंगाधर मेहर यूनिवर्सिटी के तीसरे समावर्तन समारोह का हुआ आयोजन। गंगाधर मेहर यूनिवर्सिटी के तीसरे समावर्तन उत्सव का पालन संपन्न हो गया। यूनिवर्सिटी के चांसलर महामहिम राज्यपाल प्रोफेसर गणेश लाल की अध्यक्षता में हुए इस समावर्तन उत्सव में जादवपुर यूनिवर्सिटी के वाइस चांसलर प्रोफेसर सुरंजन दास मुख्य अतिथि के रूप में उपस्थित थे। इस अवसर पर गंगाधर मेहर यूनिवर्सिटी से विभिन्न विषयों में सब छात्र छात्राओं को डिग्री एवं मेडल प्रदान किए गए।
Next memorial awardees. Medal, Dayanand Satpathy Memorial Medal, Mrityunjay Pati Memorial Medal, बिंबाधर गौटिया मेमोरियल मेडल, लाल बिहारी मेडल, हरिप्रिया देवी मेमोरियल मेडल, संजय कुमार पाणिग्राही मेमोरियल मेडल, रामकृष्ण पंडा मेडल, साइंटिस्ट डॉक्टर नीलाचल साहू मेमोरियल. These are the best arts graduate, science graduate, commerce graduate. These are the best arts graduate, best science graduates, best commerce graduate, best integrated Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Education. कंचन कुमारी श्रीवास.
मैडम जी आपको बात सर सर
Disparities in the spread of higher education. There is a problem of uneven enrollment of students across disciplines. Besides, we are required to address such issues as A. How can we provide for equality education along with just access to higher education? B. How can we guarantee that technology will not replace teachers but be transformative in the hands of teachers, a point that Dr. Mishra mentioned. How do we break the digital divide to facilitate equitable access to education technology? How do we strike a balance between autonomy and accountability of higher educational institutions? Such challenges have been sought to be addressed from time to time at central and state levels. But following the new education policy 2020, the Indian higher education system has been put in a fundamentally transformative mode. Both the structure and teaching learning process are poised for a paradigmatic change. And each higher education institution in India is required to adjust itself to meet this challenge. For example, in pedagogical terms, we need to cope with a shift for informative curriculum to formative and transformative curriculum. We need to tie hands-on experience with entrepreneurship, multiple entry-exit options, the academic bank of credit, transfer of credits, and industry linkage. The challenge now is to transform our higher education institutions from seats of teaching to seats of learning. Remembering what Aurobindo Ghosh reminded us, I quote, every teacher should bear in mind that nothing can be taught but everything can be learned, unquote. We have to make teaching, learning and assessment non-dissoluble concepts. The other important concern is the growing technological interventions in the education. I particularly have in mind the disruptive impact of CGPT, which many experts believe is basically high-tech plagiarism and a way to avoiding learning.
Romance, eroticism, aesthetic experiences, emotional intimacy to the corners, all corners of the world. In the Honorable Prime Minister, when they say that let us move into this world with a flower pot in our hands, well, that simply means कि पुष्प की खुशबू शिव के लिए भी है, शिवा के लिए भी है और शव के लिए भी है. We are there, we are here, you see, in India, you see, emitting fragrance to the doves, the dragons, the dragulas, and the dinosaurs of the, maybe in the politics or maybe in any other field, you see. But as far as my country stands, because we are the spiritual mother of democracy, spiritual democracy. We are the sparks of the spiritual religion, spiritual education, spiritual transformation, and spiritual quotient also. Not only intelligent quotient, emotional quotients, not enough, you see. But we are basically the spiritual quotients of this world.